Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to another day in the Amazon trenches. So today I got a couple things I need to do. I need to go take this box to a FedEx drop off to get a return refund that I'm probably going to put back into some inventory, and then I have a Walmart pickup that I need to go pick up, which is like, I think it's 25 minutes from where I'm at. But the first thing I'm going to do is take that return, and then I'm going to talk about some stuff that's been going on so far in the business. So yeah, so this is pretty much a update, a drive update. So yeah, let's go ahead. All right. Alright guys, so a little bit of updates so far is I added in 2 new categories. So I do sell a lot of groceries and supplements. I added in toys and clothing to my inventory, and it's been doing pretty good. I think the profit margins are a little higher with clothing and some toys. I mean, I've had bigger profit margins with some toys, but I have experienced some good bit of the toys that I've been selling to price tank. But overall, I'm having a good experience with toys. I haven't really experienced much of a lot of returns with toys. With clothing, I still haven't experienced much returns with clothing either. But the size of my catalog with clothing isn't that big, so that's probably why. I mean, I don't know. Maybe when the holidays come, I might experience some returns with those clothing items and toys. But overall, I'm having a good experience with those stuff. But I'm not gonna lie, in July, I am absolutely getting cooked with returns. Like, the numbers for July are gonna be horrendous. I'm gonna be lucky if I at least make $1. If I at least make $1 in July, I'm probably gonna be happy that I made it. But I wouldn't be surprised if I end July losing money, because I'm guessing with Prime Day sales and stuff, people are returning like crazy. Because I know that sometimes some people will buy a lot during holidays or Christmas and Black Friday and stuff, and if they don't want it, they'll just return it. But I'm not gonna lie, July, I'm feeling the refunds in July, and it's cooking me hard. But that's the updates for July so far. Spending is going pretty good. Getting all the money or the profit and stuff coming in from June, and I'm spending it as fast as I can, and then trying to get products out as fast as I can too, so that I can continue to keep recycling this cash and stuff. And I've been using credit cards to do that. And also I have a Amazon loan. I'm not doing the merchant cash advances anymore. Those things are freaking terrible, dude. They take so much money from you. It feels like you're working for free, to be honest, with how much they take and how fast they take. I think they were taking weekly from me, and it was 15% of my sales. And sometimes if your profit margins are not strong enough and you do high sales, you're pretty much either working for free or you're losing money. And I do not really have high profit margins. My profit margins are around the 10%. Some people say that their profit margins are around 15-20% doing OA, being a smaller size, how big my business is. Some people were doing around 15 to 20, but me personally, I'm doing 10%. So either I'm garbage, or those guys are doing some other stuff and buying really good products. But I'm not really gonna. I'm just gonna say that I'm garbage, because I might be garbage, but at the end of the day, I'm just trying to at least make money month to month so that I can grow this thing. Oh yeah, so hopefully the quality of these videos are better. I recently bought a so I was using a Samsung to record my videos. Well, first I was using my iPhone, but sometimes I need to use my iPhone while I'm recording, so I bought a second phone to record my videos. But I wanted to have like better quality, so I bought a Samsung to record my videos because they're cheaper. But I use an iPhone 14 and the camera on it is pretty good. I tried to buy a Samsung that had the same specs as an iPhone 14 to match the quality of the videos, because I like the camera in the iPhone 14, and I found that the S23 is close to quality as the iPhone 14, and it's cheaper. So that's what I did. I also bought new microphones, so I don't really have that big little thing that I used to clip onto my shirt when I made my videos back then. But now I have a magnetic microphone that sticks onto my shirt, which is pretty cool. And I think the sound is better also, and it also has noise cancellation. So all the times when I used to make videos in my car, you guys could hear my car because my car is pretty loud. But hopefully, as I'm recording now and I'm driving, y'all can barely hear my car and mostly hear my voice. So hopefully the quality with sound is better. And also, I've been using the front camera to record videos, which is not as good of a quality as the back camera. So I bought a little screen to attach onto the phone that I'm using to record right now, so I can see get like the good angles while I'm using the back camera. And hopefully, I've been recording videos and editing them, and I've been seeing the quality, like picture quality, look better than when I use the front camera. So hopefully things are more crisp. All right, so just dropped off the package. Now I am heading to the Walmart to go do my curbside order. Let's see. I am picking up let's see. I think the total buy cost was around like $300, but some stuff was not in stock. So it ended up being, wow, there's a lot of stuff that was not in stock. $153 worth of product. So the cost originally was $300 and something. If everything was in stock, it would have been like $300. But I guess half of the items weren't in stock, so now it's $153. So on the way to go pick up this stuff. There's a whole bunch of cops passing by. All right. Holy. Oh, there's a funeral, that's why. Wow, with the amount of stuff that they were able to get, I'm not too sure this might even be worth going to go pick up, to be honest. But I'm already out. I might as well go grab it. Whatever, I need to spend my money anyways. I have like so much like cash that isn't spent that needs to be spent, so I can hit my sales numbers. Because money sitting in the bank is not money making sales. So guess I'll go grab this stuff. Oh yeah, I don't think I mentioned the loan, but I don't think I talked about what the amount was. So I took a $6K loan from one of the loan providers from that what Amazon offers, because I think like once you start to do a lot of sales and grow your business on Amazon, you'll start to get invitations to borrow money. So I just, out of the multiple that sent me stuff, I signed up for one that offered 10K, but the loan payments were extremely high for 10K, so I took 6K because 6K loan payments were manageable for me. So I took that, and then I'm using about, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4 credit cards to grow. So what I'm doing with those is I'm doing the little, I don't know what you might call it. It's when I asked ChatGPT how to do it, ChatGPT called it a float trick, but pretty much you're just loading up money on a credit card, and instead of paying it off within 30 days of it collecting like interest, you're putting your cost, or you're buying inventory right after your statement closing date. So instead of having 30 days to pay off your entire balance before it collects interest, you have about 55 days to pay it off in full. If you don't pay it off in full within 55 days, then you're going to get interest collected on your credit card. But I'm not doing like minimum payments. I'm completely paying them all off, because interest will eat into your net margins. So this is only, I wouldn't recommend doing this if you're like really new and you don't like have any sales data for how much, like what sells in your store, because the reason why, what took me a while to like actually make money or some part of money from Amazon was my debt. Because before, when I was learning how to sell on Amazon, I was using some credit cards, but I was not using it in a very smart way. Like I was YOLOing like products on my credit cards, which in turn absolutely wrecked my credit, which in the future that I'm in now is screwing up how I can grow my business, because it's hard for me to borrow money because my credit is absolutely shot from borrowing money and getting like good credit cards to grow. But I mean, if I didn't make that mistake, then I wouldn't know how to do this stuff with credit cards. So I guess it's kind of a blessing in disguise. I don't know. Is you learn, you fail and you learn. So, but yeah, so the strategy that I use with the credit cards is I will load up inventory that I already know sells on the credit cards, and then whatever profit that I make with that is I'll test new products. So I'll rarely put new products on the credit card, because I'm not too sure if they will sell, and if they don't sell, then I won't have the money to, I mean, I will have the money to pay off the credit cards, because the amount that I load up on my credit cards isn't like super overvalued for how much I have in my bank. So if things fail, I have enough to pay off my credit card. But the problem is it'll slow down my growth, because I'll have inventory sitting, and then I'll have money that I had to spend on paying off the credit card instead of having money to put into inventory. But so far things are I'm slowly building my sales back up because of that little burnout that I had at the beginning of the year. And yeah, I'm just trying to focus on consistency. I had the goal to do a $250,000 in sales this year. Most likely will not happen, but there's still a chance because I can probably beat what I did last year. I can do more of that this year. So I think last year I ended off the year at like 131K in sales. I'm already at 88K. I'm pretty sure I can beat that. Alright guys, so here's a little trick if anybody has made it this far into this video. When you're doing product research, if you have a selling history of like, if you've been selling for a while and you've been doing some sales, sometimes when you try to ungate on the computer, you will get declined. But if you whip out your phone and then select the camera scanning icon in the seller app and then scan the picture of your Amazon listing that you're trying to ungate in and try to manually ungate from your phone, sometimes it will work. I don't know if I haven't seen much people talk about it much, but if you guys try that, it sometimes will always work. It doesn't 100% guarantee you'll get ungated, but some products that will like ungate, that will decline me on the computer will work on the phone. And then when I refresh the page on the computer, it will say that I am ungated in it. So here's a little quick tip for anybody trying to ungate and stuff if you're running into issues of that. And also some things that I've also been working on in the business, I've been doing this for a while, was like trying to incorporate like AI and stuff. I vibe coded a app that lets me scan my invoices and my online receipts, and then what it will do is it'll extract like important information that I usually will put in a spreadsheet, and it'll just do it for me. It's been going good so far with that, because I've tested it out with like trying to speed up the process of me trying to get reimbursements for lost shipments, and it's been working so far. It doesn't really make me, I mean, it makes me money on the back end, but it doesn't make me money like on the front end. It saves me time, which is nice. Next, what I want to do is I want to try to vibe code an app that helps me manage my leads and my buying, because right now I'm using another software that I think it's $60 something a month. If I can vibe code an app that or software that does that for me, I can save so much money on expenses. It probably won't be as good as the app that I use now, but I just need something that like that will work, and hopefully grow it into something that like I want to use, where I can customize it to do like certain features that I want it to do. So that's what I'm thinking I want to do next with AI, but haven't fully worked on that yet. What I've done so far is I kind of like sketched out the plan on a notebook of what the features and stuff I want to do. So in the upcoming weeks or months, I'm going to be working on that slowly. It's not really a top priority. A top priority for me right now is to try to keep doing product research and stuff that actually makes me money, like buying products and stuff. All this like AI stuff is just more like a side thing that isn't really like important for me to do right now, but hopefully it's just something I'm just working on. Alright guys, so I am back home and I got my items here, so I'm just gonna add that to the inventory that I need to prep for probably next week. And then I have to put some money on a credit card. Actually, I have to load up inventory on a credit card today. And yeah, pretty much it. That's the end of this video. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching all the way to the end and coming along for this driving vlog update, day in the trenches, or whatever you want to call it. And I will see you in the next video.